Hi, my name is Ayça. I'm a creative technologist. Welcome to my digital corner. Today is day 27 and tomorrow is the last day. What I want to talk about today is about entrepreneurship. Then I thought, okay, what do I want to really talk about, etc. I have been taking notes most of the time. I never took notes these days and have been freestyling about what I want to talk because at first, if you remember, that I wanted to allow myself to be myself. We did it, great. And I think I was thinking about, oh, people do not expect this and stuff. Then I thought, I was doing daily UI designs 4 years ago. If I thought people expect daily UIs from me, that would be really silly for me to not to do other things. So yeah, but let yourself to do other things as well, maybe. Just consider. You don't need to agree with me. What I want to say today about around entrepreneurship, that I'm in startup ecosystem like maybe 10 years by now. I love observing new innovation being made, and it really inspires me to see, oh, there's a people, and this person or these people convinces that many people to create a new stuff, to do it together. That's really a human thing to do. So I really like being in around startup ecosystems. What I want to say, 3 things. One, about telling your idea to others. Second is about blue ocean strategy. Third is about sunk cost fallacy. So if you know all of these 3, you don't need to watch this video. No, and see, you should. When was the last time you had some kind of silence? I don't know. So, the telling your idea to other people. If you tell your idea to another person and they do it better than you, that's not your idea. There will be always be more people with more power, more resources, and your idea needs to be executable by you, and your vision and your know-how and stuff. It should be executable by you. I already said this. The second thing is about blue ocean strategy is that you create an area in the ocean that it is not many competition around and stuff, that it's easier to scale or something. I don't know the fancy keywords about this, but you need to create a way to be super unique, and you are the only person who can do it with that big team and that resources. The third thing is that when you put time in something, doesn't mean that you have to do it all your life. Sometimes it's good to thank everyone and say, okay, this was my best, and this is how you should do it in the future, I think, and then etc. and offboard yourself. So you need to create an exit strategy. What I want to say about entrepreneurship, then I don't know if I can call myself an entrepreneur, but I had an entrepreneur soul, probably. I have a story. When I was around 10, I wanted to have a jewelry shop, and I made necklaces and wanted to sell these to our neighbors. And my mom told me that we cannot sell things to our neighbors. And then recently we've talked about this, and I had her consent to share this story, so that's okay. That I told her that since this happened, maybe I didn't really learn how to sell things very late age, and I thought somehow when I was a child that selling things is not a good thing. Maybe I learned, and she said, I'm sorry. Then I thought, like, I didn't say this to make you feel sorry. I wanted to reflect on this together, that I feel a little bit lucky to say that, okay, they are open to learning and they're open to hearing me. That's really nice. But I wanted to say today, this year, did something happen to the camera? Yeah, I hope it's still recording. So this year I'm selling my artworks, collectibles or something, art pieces. I don't know about the terminology again. But the keywords is not important. What I'm trying to say. I made art and I want to sell them. And then I was still again thinking how to do and stuff, and I was overcomplicating, and this day 20 something days was very helpful to allow myself to be myself. I was already doing many things at the same time, so it was easier to do, limiting myself to not to do things. Is there an easier way to say these things? I don't know. If I would do that. Then I realized when I wanted to sell my art, there is only one of them. And I'm not asking every person who sees it to be paying. So I think this realization made me more comfortable about selling my art. Yeah. How else I can keep talking about being an entrepreneur is that recently, and also the childhood stuff, recently I met a person and he told me that they are raising their daughter with his other half. That's really cute to say, other half. And then they are raising their children, and we've talked about, do they let their children to use AI and so on. And at some point we've started talking about careers, and the job market will be changing once they grow up, and we even don't know what kind of jobs they will have. And we've talked about this, and later on he said this, and it still keeps me thinking that we are trying to not to teach our limiting beliefs to the children. So that was a really conscious way of parenting, and it really inspired me to be cautious about this. I still don't know if we should allow children to sell necklaces to our neighbors, but yeah, it's okay to sell art. So the thing is, these 20 something days, and I feel very sleepy. I will drink tea and sleep. This Aicha.kunst started. We've talked about Bubble's Creative Tech, and this is a decentralized creative technology community that I am facilitating, founding. I'm not sure how to call this, but I call myself a production coordinator. We've talked about Radio Random. That was kind of abstract, and I think it's now easier to understand. We talked about event gatekeepers. This is a curated list of events in creativity, technology, and entrepreneurship that we publish a newsletter on Beehive every month that is happening in the Netherlands at this moment. And then many things maybe that I forgot to mention. I think to reflect on this, maybe tomorrow we talk more or no, I don't know. But what happened from my side, that yes, I could talk to many people that I don't talk to. Is this normal? Like, the thing is, I can talk to 300 people every day. It's not normal. That's like, it's kind of not, I wouldn't call this superpower. Maybe it's a superpower, but it's very interesting that I can talk to people over internet. Technology amazes me. So what I want to say today, yeah, I think I've started less overthinking. I can overthink, but I allowed myself to keep going and keep focusing on what's next. That was good. I would probably do this again later in the future. Have a nice day. Good night. Be nice to yourself. Was there another thing that I wanted to say? This is my second time that I'm taking this video.